We're joined here once again with Dylan Erlendson, VP of Sales for XTM Incorporated, because we're talking about a recent acquisition that just happened just a few weeks ago with the tip roll gratuity and how this is now going to be a new offering for your company. We're going to get into why that happened, what that means for investors or for the company in general, and of course the restaurants using this. But more specifically, I want to start very, very simple. What is a tip pool?
Yeah, so tip pool fundamentally are job codes based on the position that you hold in the restaurant, weighted by hours worked within the pool. So you are a server or a bartender or a concierge or you're a kitchen staff member, everybody holds a value within the pool. If there's, a certain dollar value and then you're worth a certain point, if Brandon, you were worth, let's call it 6 points as a server and the point value was $50, you would be a $300 pull from the pool, that service. I think it's important to note really quickly, that if you put $100 down for a server, it probably doesn't just directly go to that server. It goes to all the other people along the line that help that server get there.
And for all the restaurants or bars or whoever would be using tip pools within their systems, how is it currently being calculated? Because we're also going to get to why you would acquire this company, but how are those things currently acquired? Is it on pen and paper? Is it through Excel? How is that process?
Yeah, so it certainly is fairly analog. Most restaurants that we've spoken with have an Excel document that's on their computer. They're cross-referencing it with the hours worked in the point of sale, and then they're inputting it and then determining, what each job code is worth and doing that manually. We have seen what we've done with cash and changing cash into a push to card. We thought, wouldn't it be a great progression for our company to also offer the plugin where we have the pool and the calculation behind the money that's pushed to card.
Gotcha, so you're taking away a lot of that tedious concept. One person, everything is already set in the system, and now through Lightspeed or through Tips Today, these people will be able to know exactly what their tip pools are, which ones for each individual, if you're getting 2%, if you're getting 5%, based off of whether you're a busboy or a high-end chef, whatever it be, and then also paying them right to the car. So you're trying to get that all together, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think if you'd sit in a room quietly with any operator, whether that be United States or Canada, and ask them, tell me the truth, what do you really want with your payments or with your point of sale and how automated? Everyone wants one plugin. They don't want 5 apps. They don't want 5 different companies doing the same thing to try to get them to the finish line. They want to know that from their point of sale, directly into their tip calculator, directly into their payroll with remittance and pushed to our XTM solution, that we could offer a complete turnkey solution, not 5 different things to get them to the end, one spot, central, and that's what we're trying to achieve here.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate going through this in detail because there are some people who don't understand, they've never been in the hospitality industry, so they just didn't understand that process. We want to speak about that first because the most important part, especially for investors, is what does this mean for XTM as a company, but also for potential revenue down the stream?
So for XTM's revenue, it brings stability. So if you're able to have a complete turnkey solution, so from the point of sale, feeding into the tip calculator or the tip pool, and then ultimately being the push to card, which is something that we've offered for a number of clients already, is that piece brings something that we can monetize to our entire ecosystem at a way more reasonable price than anybody else is able to give it away for.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that very much, Dylan, once again, not just telling us a little bit more about this acquisition and why, but also educating some investors who are not familiar with the hospitality industry, letting them know why this is such an important aspect for this company. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. And for all of those, be sure to touch at the very top. You'll see a bar that comes across. These are all of our past interviews. You'll find out so much more about XTM. Appreciate it, my good man.
Thank you so much, Brandon.